It's 7:52. The bus comes at 8 o'clock. One shoe is missing, the cereal is on the floor, and you can hear your own voice getting louder with every word. Sound familiar? If your mornings have turned into a sprint that leaves everyone frazzled before the day even starts, it isn't because your kid is difficult or you're disorganized. It's because nobody handed you a system. Mornings don't fall apart by accident. They fall apart in the same three spots every single day. In the next few minutes, I'll show you why mornings go sideways, the two habits that quietly make them worse, and a 5-step routine that turns the rush into something almost calm. Here's something easy to miss. The morning isn't really about getting out the door. It's about the tone your child carries with them once they do. A child who starts the day yelled at, hurried, and behind feels it in their body all the way to lunchtime. A child who starts the day calm, connected, and a little bit capable walks in steadier, kinder, readier to learn. Same kid, same 8 minutes, completely different day. Most of us are stuck running mornings on adrenaline. We bark orders, we rush, we do everything ourselves because it's faster. There's a calmer way, and it doesn't take more time. It takes a little less of you and a little more of a plan. You'll learn the two habits that wreck mornings, why the first hour matters more than you think, and a 5-step routine you can set up tonight. Let's get into it. Let's start with the two habits that turn a normal morning into a fight because almost all of us lean on at least one. The first is the morning screen. The TV goes on or the tablet comes out just so I can get 5 minutes. It works for about 4 of them. Then it's time to turn it off, and you're prying a glassy eyed child away from something their brain doesn't want to leave. Screens before school don't buy you time. They borrow it at a terrible interest rate, and you pay it back in meltdowns at the door. The second is the order avalanche. We're anxious about the clock, so we fire commands like a drill sergeant. Get dressed. Brush your teeth. Wear your shoes. Eat. Hurry up. To us, it's a checklist. To a small child, it's noise. And a brain buried under that many instructions tends to freeze, not move. So we say it again, louder, and now we're the problem we're trying to solve. So if screens and shouting both backfire, what does a good morning actually run on? It helps to know why that first hour carries so much weight. Picture your child's nervous system as a cup. They wake up either with it full and steady or already sloshing. Everything that happens in the next hour either tops it up or knocks it over. A calm start does 3 things money and bribes can't. The first is regulation. A child who isn't rushed and snapped at stays in the thinking part of their brain, the part that can find shoes, follow steps, and handle a small frustration without falling apart. Rush them, and you push them into the panic part where nothing works and everyone loses. The second is the launch pad. The mood your child leaves the house in is the mood they walk into the classroom with. A steady goodbye becomes a steadier morning at school. A frantic one follows them right through the door. The third is independence. Mornings are the same handful of steps every day on repeat. That makes them the perfect training ground for a child to learn. I can get myself ready. Every morning you let them own a little more is a deposit in the bank of I've got this. So the goal was never just a faster exit. It's a calmer, more capable kid. Here's how you build the routine step by step. Move 1. Win the morning the night before. The calmest mornings are decided at bedtime. Clothes laid out, bags packed and by the door, shoes in one known spot, lunch ready in the fridge. 5 quiet minutes the night before erases the exact moments that blow up the morning, the frantic hunt for a sock or a permission slip while the clock ticks. You're not finding more time. You're moving it to when you actually have it. Move 2, protect a buffer. Most morning chaos is just a time problem wearing a behavior costume. When there's no margin, every small hiccup becomes an emergency. So build a cushion. Wake up 15 minutes before they do, so you start the day as a calm person instead of a startled one. Set the alarm a touch earlier than you think you need. A buffer turns. We're late into, we're fine, and your child feels the difference in your shoulders before you say a word. Move 3. Make the routine visual. Stop being the human alarm clock. Put the morning on the wall. A simple picture chart. Get dressed. Eat. Brush teeth. Shoes. Bag. Lets a child see what comes next without you narrating it. For little ones, draw it or use photos. Now the chart is the boss, not you, and you get to step back from nagging into cheering. Move 4, connect before you correct. This is the one that changes everything, and it costs 2 minutes. Before the rush starts, before the first instruction, just connect. A real hug, good morning, I'm so glad to see you. 60 seconds of warmth fills that cup we talked about, and a filled up child cooperates. A child who feels rushed and unseen digs in. Connection first isn't soft, it's the most efficient thing you'll do all morning. Move 5, hand them the wheel. Slower now means smoother later. Yes, it's faster to dress them yourself, but every step you do for a capable kid is a step they don't learn to own. So let them. Let them work the chart, pull on their own shoes, carry their own bag. You move from doing it for them to standing nearby while they do it. It feels slower for a week. Then one ordinary morning, you look up and realize they're ready, and you didn't say a thing. Let's watch all 5 land on a normal Tuesday. Quick warning, because there's one trap that undoes all of this without you noticing. It's the rush and rescue spiral. A morning runs late, so you speed it up by doing everything yourself, dressing them, packing the bag, carrying the shoes. It works today, but you've just taught your child that the morning is your job, not theirs, so tomorrow they wait to be carried again. Now you're more rushed, which makes you rescue more, which makes them do less. Round and round, faster and more frantic each day. The way out isn't to push harder, it's to slow down enough just once to let them do their part badly. A shirt on backwards that they put on themselves beats a perfect outfit you forced on at a sprint. Build the routine so it doesn't depend on you running it. That's the whole point. Let me show you the same morning, 2 ways. The old version, a 5-year-old is parked in front of cartoons. With 10 minutes left, mom hits the switch off, the meltdown starts, and she's left dressing a crying child, hunting for one shoe, and shoving a granola bar in a bag while her own coffee goes cold. Everyone leaves the house upset. The new version, the night before they laid out clothes and parked the backpack by the door together. The TV stays off. Mom wakes 15 minutes early, so when her son pads out, she gets him first, a hug, and a morning buddy before anything else. Then she points at the picture chart on the wall. What's first? He checks it, gets dressed mostly, pulls on his own shoes slightly wrong. She doesn't fix them. You got yourself ready. Let's go. Same child, same school. But one morning ends in tears, and the other ends in a small, proud kid walking out the door, ready. No bribe, no yelling, just a routine doing the work you used to do alone. If this took even a little weight off your mornings, do one quick thing for me. Hit subscribe. We're building a calmer, more confident way to parent here at Petite Genius Academy, and I'd love for you to be part of it. And because a routine works best when your child can follow it without you, I made you something free. It's the stress-free morning routine checklist. A printable picture chart you can stick on the wall so your kid knows exactly what comes next from wake up to out the door. The link is right below. Go grab it. So let's bring it home. The morning was never really about speed, it's the launch pad for your child's whole day. Win it the night before, protect a buffer, make the routine visual, connect before you correct, and hand them the wheel. Do that, and you trade the daily sprint for a calm start, and you raise a kid who can get themselves out the door, steady and proud. In the next video, we're staying right in the thick of it. How to talk so kids will actually listen, the small shifts in how you say things that get cooperation without the repeating, the bribing, or the yelling. If I've told you 5 times is the soundtrack of your house, you'll want this one. I'll see you there.